Judging by what is currently going on between Peter, Paul, and Jude Okoye, this might turn out to be the biggest betrayal that we have ever experienced. Peter and Paul Okoye, veteran musicians in the Nigerian entertainment industry, were the face of entertainment from the early 2000s. The P-Square group is an indomitable force that left many in shock after each and every of their performance in Nigeria, in Africa, and the world at large. Well, this very glory that these two hardworking twins experienced all through their music career was cut short in the year 2015 when they had a falling out. Well, many bloggers thought that it was as a result of family feud, but the last couple of weeks has seen a lot of revelations being made by Paul and Peter respectively. Is this the biggest betrayal meted upon a musician by his twin brother? Stay tuned to this very channel as I'm about to expose something that will shock each and every one of you. But if you are new to my channel, kindly subscribe and turn on your notification bell icon. Peter and Paul Okoye, who hails from Ifite-Dunu in Anambra State, were born on the 18th of November 1981. Both of them are currently 42 years old. Growing up in Jos was never easy for the duo. In the late 1990s, Peter and Paul were part of a dance group, a group that disbanded, and in the year 2001, P-Square was formed. Peter and Paul Okoye attended a talent hunt show of which they were victorious, and from there they signed an endorsement deal with Timbuktu Entertainment, and in Timbuktu they released their first ever song titled Senorita in 2003. Many started asking questions: who are these talented twins that are taking over the music industry by storm? The name P-Square was bettered, and it has been since then solidified as one of the greatest to ever grace the Nigerian music industry. Everything seemed perfect, not until when Jude Okoye, the elder brother of Peter and Paul Okoye, was made their manager, and the record label Northside Entertainment was created to solely manage the affairs of Peter and Paul Okoye. Peter and Paul paid off Timbuktu Entertainment and entered into a contractual agreement with their brother Jude, popularly known as NGs. The P-Square brothers were indomitable, topping charts in Nigeria and Africa, winning African Artist of the Year award on multiple occasions with no one nearing their back. When it comes to net worth of musicians in Africa, they were the number one. They bagged the juiciest of endorsement deals. They took home the best awards. They were selling out concerts and were going for tours, commanding multitudes of crowd. But everything came to a halt in 2017 after a shaky 2015 and 2016. The P-Square brothers called it a quits. Many of us thought that the separation was as a result of a family problem. Maybe the wife of Peter and Paul were fighting and it led to the husbands disagreeing. Many of us never knew that this was a case of fraud and embezzling of millions of dollars. Well, before I get to that very part of today's gist, I want you to know that after that separation, Peter and Paul respectively started sponsoring their individual brands, and it was an utter disappointment and failure. They lost majority of their endorsement deals because they got it as a duo. Most of the multinationals have no recognition for Rude Boy or Mr. P. All they know is P-Square. They fell from a position of grace, but a lot of things were not adding up. From the side of Paul Okoye, he said that he wrote 99% of all the songs in the P-Square album. Well, for many that don't know, P-Square has 7 albums to their credit, and Paul is claiming that he wrote 99% of it, and as such should get the lion's share from all the royalties that they are making from their music. But the camel's back was broken a couple of months ago. Peter discovered that couple of millions of US dollars alongside hundreds of millions of naira were siphoned from Northside Entertainment into a smaller company, a company that on digging further, he discovered something that shocked him to the marrow. Peter discovered that Jude Okoye and his wife Ifeoma Okoye opened a company known as Northside Music, and through that company Okoye, they have been siphoning billions of naira over the years. What kind of betrayal strikes more like this? Your brother siphoning billions of naira from your hard work without even communicating to you, and at the same time he's being paid as the record label CEO that manages all your songs and intellectual properties. So it was as if Peter and Paul Okoye were working and Jude Okoye was siphoning all the money through Northside Music, and on top of that collecting his own cut as the record label CEO of Northside Entertainment. This is fraud in its highest order. Well, Peter Okoye wrote a petition to the EFCC and Jude was invited for questioning. It was there that popular Nigerian musician Phyno was roped into the picture. Jude Okoye needed a shorty before he could be released from the EFCC custody, and the shorty was none other than Phyno. Peter, in his defense, said that he went over to his brother Paul, explaining to him all that happened, how their elder brother has been siphoning billions over the years, but Paul, to his utmost surprise, did not say anything. At some point, Peter started questioning Paul's involvement in the whole fraud. From investigations done, it was discovered that after Jude and his wife will siphon millions of dollars into their domiciliary accounts, they will use a bureau the change in Nigeria and convert the money to naira and then transfer it into their private accounts. And from their private accounts, transactions are being made to several entities. Peter Okoye also noted that Jude will always share the money into two, sending half to Paul Okoye, rude boy, and keeping half for himself. Currently, this matter hasn't been resolved. A lot of things are going to be unfolding in days to come. But I want to ask a question. Is this the greatest betrayal that we have ever seen in the music industry? Leave your comment in the comment section below.
Let's begin. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, let's go.